Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Broverwatch podcast. My name, as always, is Adam Cook, and joined alongside me, also as always, is your boy, Calder Amos Wood. Calder, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I am quite all right. We are having a bit of a weird schedule this week. We're recording this on Thursday the 29th. At 10:55 p.m. Because it's almost Easter weekend, and Caldy's a busy boy, and So we are recording this episode a little early. So a lot of news is going to come out after this, but don't worry. We're going to have a pickup episode about signings and that kind of stuff later in the week, most likely this upcoming Friday. So how about we get right into bada bing bada boom, the news.
All right, here we go. You may have noticed Pine's not been playing a lot. Didn't play at the tail end of Stage 2, really, or for most of Stage 2 at all. He sent out a little tweet. This is kind of old news, and I'm sorry that I'm so terrible at everything, but basically he said that he's got an increased stress level from the games, and he's developed a panic disorder on top of depression. So he felt like he was bothering his teammates and didn't want to participate in scrims. So he just wasn't playing with the team for the last stage. But he's been streaming, that's been making him feel good, so he's going to try and come back for this upcoming stage, Stage 3, bigger and better than ever.
Yeah.
So will we see Pine on more than 6 maps? Yeah, I hope so.
Also, did you see Pine's haircut?
Yep. And I like his tweet that said, "Ooh, got my haircut with my brother like a loser," or something.
Yeah, I think he said he looked like a 13-year-old schoolboy or something like that. And yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Here, let me see if I can find it.
Sorry for the old news if you already heard that.
But yeah, pretty much Pine didn't play much of last stage
2.
Which is a bit of a bummer because he's a fun boy to watch.
Mm-hmm. He's a good personality too.
Yeah.
Like he's one of the biggest personalities in the league, and he's barely played.
Yeah, like he's so incredibly good, and he's so incredibly likable.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very important, and he's very easily recognizable.
I want to see more McCree.
Maybe not as recognizable now because here's his haircut.
Because he looks like a little boy.
There he is. Anyway, a lot of people in his replies were saying, "Please bring back, please bring back old hair." So yeah, that's kind of a funny thing.
You know who I wish could bring back old hair?
Who?
Jonak. It was this beautiful blonde bowl cut. But now, brown or whatever, I don't know what color.
I think he dyed it like a dark gray. Anyway,
yeah, but it's not
still
blonde.
Good at the game.
I have him on my fantasy team, and I'm gonna win. So.
Well, yeah. Jaden's little brother's probably gonna win, if we're being honest.
Ethan's
little brother. I apologize. Next story.
You were excited for this one.
Not excited. It's just, oh boy.
Juice.
Shanghai Dragons tweeted roster change. Today, Shanghai Dragons announce the release of Fang Undead Chow with the approval of the Overwatch League office. Shanghai Dragons are grateful for the contributions Undead has made so far this season and wish him all the best in his future career. So I saw this and was like, yikes for Shanghai, because Undead is probably their best player.
Mm-hmm. And he was through the first stage and up until he stopped playing in the second stage.
Yeah.
But then you read why, and you know.
Yes.
Hit it. Hit him. Hit me, baby.
Just, I have to open up the tweet.
And he's never prepared.
I apologize.
One of Adam's key features hates being prepared
I
for anything.
I hate being prepared.
If your name was prepared and he met you on the street, he would murder you.
So apparently, because Undead went back to China, it was known because of personal family issues. Apparently, he cheated on his partner, got multiple girls pregnant, and forced them into abortions. One girl didn't do it and gave birth, and he doesn't care about the kid and refuses to pay child support.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yikes.
I think is the correct
response.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a yikes for sure.
Just don't.
I mean, the tweet that says this is from some random person named
his girlfriend.
99.
His girlfriend released like a detailed note about all this.
Was that the one that kept the kid?
No.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is, turns out you can be really good at Overwatch and be a bad boy.
Hey, but the thing is, he's a professional gamer and he's getting a lot of puss.
Well.
Whoopsie. That was a bad joke. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Next news.
So that sucks for Shanghai.
Giri. We're going to stop talking about Shanghai now, if you didn't know.
Well, no, because we're about to talk about Giri, who's on Shanghai, so.
One of the stars coming into Shanghai's team. Hopefully, we'll get them a win in Stage 3. She's been getting a lot of negative feedback about like how she looks.
Yeah.
How she looks like a boy with the short hair and stuff. And for anyone, that's not
pretty
good
much
to hear.
The internet's being a major schnoz and being a dick.
And they're like, oh, she's not good enough, even though she's good enough, clearly.
Yeah.
So then she tweeted out this, and I quote, it's translated into English, so it's not like quite a quote.
Yeah.
When I get stressed, I start binge eating, so I get fat. I'm sorry for being ugly. In Stage 3, I'll work hard to show a good side of myself, if only in the game. Then after that, she tweeted, I'm getting so fat, you can call me Toad. It's one of the saddest things I've ever heard in my entire life.
That is one of the saddest things I've ever heard in my life. This is just more evidence showing that every team needs like a psychiatrist and a therapist. Every single team. Even more than they need a players union. They need therapists. Because it sounds so dumb to be like, oh, these video gamers are under a lot of stress and they get depressed. But
you have to remember, they're 18. She's 18.
They're very young, and they are living on the internet, where all the bad people are. So, yeah, that's one of the saddest things I've ever heard. And it sucks because Giri also did an interview pretty much saying, I hope that when I start in the league, people kind of forget the fact that I'm a girl, because that doesn't matter. I'm just good at Overwatch, and that's what matters. So,
which is very true.
Honestly, the fact that she is joining the league, I don't want to sound like some like, oh, she's so brave, but like, she's pretty brave to like join, be the first female esports player, like the first big female esports player,
in the first in a huge
league,
like the first huge league.
Yeah, and she's gonna be the first, and she's taking it on at 18 against all haters and the entire internet. Because here's the thing: every time Malik is on screen, people spam tryhard7. Every time Muma's on screen, they spam the rainbow kappa emote. So I replied to a thread on Reddit, and I was like, I am not looking forward to every single time she comes on screen, people just like spamming a female emote or like saying "gigurl" or "gigger" or some stupid trash. Like, it's gonna be tough for her, and the fact that it's already tough because people are trashing on how she looks. Like, who cares how she looks?
Yeah.
She's a great Overwatch player, right?
Mm-hmm.
It pisses.
It's just like, why?
No one's crapping on no one's crapping on Seagull for like
being
having
Swedish.
acne or any. He's not Swedish. He's a
Dream Casper for having acne. Ooh. Get him some proactive.
like. I'm sure there's people being like, this guy should be this, but like,
I did say one person say, "Wow, Dream Casper's a lot uglier in real life," which is kind of funny. Or like, because like you see pictures of him and he looks so good. But
yeah, but I don't know. I just really
and surprisingly, he's not wearing makeup. Never mind. I'm
three
stupid.
things. One, I hope that Giri is able to realize that it just doesn't matter, and she's a good player, and that's all that matters. Two, every team needs a therapist and a psychiatrist and like just someone there to talk to, because all these players are under a lot of stress and they're all very young. And three, Gigiri's gonna kick butt in stage 3.
Let's hope.
So that's the plan.
Is she a better Zarya than Sinatra? No. That guy did that? You're on this one.
Huh?
You're on this one. This
all right.
One. Right here.
Defran.
This is you.
Classic, good old boy.
What?
Defran. Classic, good old boy Defran. Defran. Classic, good old boy Defran. Said on his stream that he will not be playing in the World Cup. Because he said, and I quote, "There's no reason for me to play in the World Cup, dude."
Oh, I thought that was it.
No. Do you want me to do a Defran impression?
I don't know what a Defran impression would be like, but
there's no reason for me to there's no reason for me to play in the World Cup, dude. I go play in the World Cup, I get destroyed by Koreans, and the whole mystery is gone. Can Defran destroy Koreans? Why would I do that? Might as well not play and then get all the fucking 12-year-old fanboys. They'll be like, no, Defran can destroy the Koreans. There's no reason to do it, dude.
What? What team would he even play for?
And then, Yeah.
Is Defran American?
I can't tell because his voice is so goofy.
Let's do a quick Google.
Pretty much what he's saying is, if I go, I'll get destroyed by Koreans. And everyone will be like, wow, Defran got destroyed by Koreans.
He's Danish. Oh, yeah, you definitely get destroyed by Koreans on the Danish team.
Yeah. But then he said, if I don't go, all my fanboys will say, well, he would have destroyed the Koreans if he went, and that's better than going. So you know what? More power to him. It's a bummer because I really want to see Defran play in like some sort of a pro scene. But like...
Does he still stream, though? I know it's not the same.
Yeah, he streams all the time.
I don't watch any streams.
He's a really good...
I don't care now.
He's really good, and he's really funny. His main thing he says is, I popped off, dude! So, anyway.
So sad to see Defran go.
Defran's... Well, he's just doing the same thing he's always doing.
Well, he's not going to be in Overwatch League, though. Next story. Here's a tiered list of the heroes based on their pro usage rate. You understand what I'm saying there? There's 6 tiers. I'll just start going and you'll pick it up. The S tier heroes here. This is the top of the cream of the crop. Creme de la
Creme de la Croix.
Diva with 96% pro usage rate. Is that surprising at all?
No. 99% on Hanamura, Watchpoint Gibraltar, Ilios, Hollywood, Volskaya.
She only drops on like Nepal and Kings Row.
Her lowest is 88% on Kings Row.
I know. Ridiculous. And I guess you kind of tell. Like, you can tell because she's picked every single map in Overwatch League.
Yeah.
Next is Winston. The next tier, your little boy Winston.
My boy.
Zenyatta, who's getting a nerf. Ooh, that's interesting.
Oh, shoot.
Zenyatta's getting a nerf to his, what's it called when all the balls go around him? His right click. I don't know.
Oh, his,
what that's called. like Orb of Death or
His
something.
rapid
That's
shot.
getting nerfed. Yeah, something like that. That's getting a nerf, I believe. And then when Jonak was asked about that, he's like, "I'll just get used to it."
Yeah, he was like, "I'll just
So,
become good, better again."
yeah. And then we've also got Tracer here
My
on
favorite hero.
second tier. Mine too. I like how quick she is. Want to hear a dumb story?
I was walking.
I was walking in real life, and I was like, "Oh, I'm walking so slow." Because I've been playing too much Tracer. I think I should be walking faster, and I hate myself.
Did you go, "Oh shoot, I didn't blink
I
forward"?
actually thought, I was like, "Oh, I should just," and then I stopped myself, and I was like, "Oh, you're retarded."
Oh yeah,
Whoopsie.
Oh, don't say that.
Tier 2, Lucio Mercy. Not much to say there. Her usage is probably dropped since
it's dropped quite a bit.
nerf.
6% on Li Zhang. That makes sense because there's a lot of walls and like little corridors. You want kind of openness.
You want.
Wow, on Hanamura it's 20%. I feel like Hanamura would be more. Interesting.
And then it's 7400 Gibraltar. Yeah, I don't know.
That's odd. And then
Gibraltar
Lucio, Li Zhang, it's 98, and Ilios is 85. That makes sense. Because boobs.
Tier 3, we got Genji, Widowmaker, and Soldier. Just 3 DPS, because DPS players usually like switch between those 3, so
yeah,
you can assume that they'll all be the same.
Those 3. Because it's either you're popping off on Widow.
Because it's usually Tracer, Genji, Tracer, Widow, Tracer, Soldier. It's not usually Soldier, Widow, or unless AKM is playing.
It's usually Tracer, Widow. I
like that the best too. That's the most fun to watch.
Yeah.
Tier 4, one of the bigger. We've got Ana.
Yeah.
Moira, Junkrat, McCree, Reinhardt, Roadhog.
Podcasting, mother. I told you this, Mom. No, go away.
Hi. Farah, Sombra, and Zarya. It's okay.
I know.
12 people will watch this, so it's fine.
Wait, can you restart that list because it was ruined?
Ana, Moira, Jake-Rat, McCree, Reinhardt, Roadhog, Farah, Sombra, and Zarya. Yeah, that's a list. Those are just kind of like...
A lot of these are like 0 on most maps.
There's kind of specialty characters, and I think Moira will start climbing up a lot more.
Yeah.
In a little bit.
Moira's been played a lot.
And Ana will too.
Yeah, Ana pretty much exclusively gets played on Hanamura.
And I think Sombra might start creeping into the 3rd tier if she gets another.
Well, no, because she's getting nerfed.
Oh right, I forgot.
So.
Yeah, so probably not.
Well, she got nerfed, but now they're about to play on the nerf. Which, by the way, I just want to touch on this. Brigitte not being added till stage 4.
Okay. Because that's when season 10 is, right? Like
no,
that's around when season
10 is starting around the time stage 3 starts. So they've already...
You sure?
We just finished we're on season 9 right now.
Yeah, it just started in the 2 months.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, shut up.
The main reason people are mad is because like she was just added, and all the momentum for the characters being broken because we have to wait so long to use her in comp, and we have to wait so long to see pros use her, and it's like.
Why does that matter?
Because you want to like use the momentum of like a character coming out. By the time we're seeing pros play Brigitte, we'll probably have another hero, or we'll be like almost getting another hero.
I guess.
I don't know. It's just kind of a whatever.
Tier 5. Orisa, Hanzo, Reaper, Doomfist, Mei, Bastion, Torbjorn, Symmetra. Makes sense. I thought Orisa might be a little higher, but she doesn't really get used a lot.
Yeah, she's also kind of specialty.
I kind of just hope that Orisa gets higher. Also, Mei is getting a buff. Her left click freezy gun thing.
It's been buffed, but yeah, they're about to play.
No, but it's going to be able to shoot through players, so you can freeze like if one player is standing behind another, you'll be able to freeze them both.
That's huge.
Mm-hmm. If your team stays in a cluster.
Yeah.
Like, I guess against Reinhardt, that's a big deal. Gives a little sneak and freezes everyone. But, yeah, so there's that. Interesting.
Here's a little fun thing.
I want to die.
There's a fun thing on this website about the dive meta. Pretty much saying Jacob Jake Lyon, the classic Jake Rat, DPS player of the Houston Outlaws, shared his thoughts on the dive meta during
worst tracer in the league.
Yep, well, he said that. During a short stream while reviewing Overwatch League matches. The Twitch video is available here. Not going to watch it.
Let's watch the whole thing.
Below is a summary of his opinions. He said, D.Va is one of the most significant kills you can get in this actual meta.
Which, yeah.
Because D.Va, her defense matrix is so useful because you can just eat. You can eat Tracer's ult. You can eat Moira's ult. Or not Moira's,
you can eat her ball.
Her ball, yeah. And you can... what is it?
There's another one.
When Reaper ults, you can just defense matrix on him, and he just shoots into the defense matrix. Anyway, she's so useful.
Oh, also Reaper, his shadow thing, where he like goes like this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Wraith form?
Yeah, that's going to get sped up a little bit. And you're also going to be able to cancel that. There's also something about his reloading where he can shoot like 36 shots in a row without having to reload if you have your ult.
Oh, yeah. Because now his Wraith form, it reloads his gun. So his Wraith form always did, but now ulting also reloads his gun.
Mm-hmm.
So now he can bang, 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 Wraith form, bang, 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 ult, bang, 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 Wraith forms back, bang, 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 bang. It's like,
yeah.
And then that's it. But that's so long.
He did need a bit of a buff. It might be a little too much.
Well,
we'll have to see.
Here's the thing. I feel there's never going to be an occurrence where you're going to get all 36 seconds of shooting off.
Yeah, that's true.
But,
and also D.Va's micro rockets are going to get a little nerf.
I think it's going from 6 damage to 4 or 8 damage to 4 or something like that.
And it's just the explosive damage though. It's not like direct hit damage. So whatever that means to you.
Well, it is a little ridiculous because she can shoot, rocket, and fly at the same time, and she can rocket and defense matrix at the same time. Which is why she's probably picked so much.
Yeah. She's also just really good for dive too.
Yeah.
Next story.
Next
kind of
story.
spent a little while on that one.
That one was a little bit of a longie.
Hopefully it's fun. It's your turn.
I don't know what this story is. So you do that one.
So Jeff Kaplan, I believe, not Goodman. Yeah, Jeff Kaplan said, just in like a one of the Overwatch subreddits. Fun fact, you don't actually get into a match faster when skipping the end round flow, victory poses, play of the game, cards, stats. You don't get entered into the matchmaking queue until your previous match resolves completely. Most people leave the victory/default because they think that they're speeding up and getting into the next match. Which is something I do almost all the time, because I just don't care to look at the things. It's also about getting into a match.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of players that you can tell just kind of do it to try and get into the next match quicker. So,
wait, interesting. Is it pretty much saying if you see victory or defeat and then leave, you're not going to get into a game till after it's done anyway? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very important to know.
Yeah. Until everything finishes in your last map, you're not going to get into another map.
So you may as well just...
Because when have you left at victory, gone, clicked quick play again, and then instantly been in another map?
Yeah.
Match. Never.
So the only reason to leave a game is if there's a group of people you don't want to play with again.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So that's a cool, funny bunny.
Yeah. Or to open a loot box.
I'll
I
talk
guess you
about.
can do this.
I can do this one. Sorry, I zoomed in to try and make it more visible, but that just made everything worse.
Mhm.
So here we have the teams that aren't going to play each other in Stage 3. And those teams are the Dragons will not play the Outlaws. Shoot! Gonna miss out on that easy win.
You
I'm
won't
kidding.
lose to the Dragons.
Interesting choice. Well, who knows? The Dragons might do well now.
Right.
Fuel won't play Spitfire. Okay. Excelsior won't play Valiant. Shock won't play Uprising. Which that's
That's an
interesting
interesting one
because
because
they're
they're
both
pretty
pretty
evenly
even.
matched. Yeah.
Dude,
I like how we
Jinx,
said the exact same thing.
you owe me a soda.
It's great for the podcast when we talk over each other.
Mayhem versus Shock. Or
Nope.
Mayhem versus Dynasty, sorry, isn't going to happen. That's a bit of a bummer because Mayhem got a point against Dynasty.
Mm-hmm. I like to see them with all their new players play them. When do they get their new players anyway?
This stage.
Okay.
Fusion won't play Gladiators. That's also interesting because those were the two NA teams competing for the Stage 2 playoffs.
So in the comment right below this post, it says the Gladiators won't play or will play against all the full Korean teams.
Yeah.
So like New York, London, Dynasty. Which will, I guess, be tough for them to get in.
No, it's the first stage where they'll do that. Like, Houston's also going to face them all, but this is the first stage where the Gladiators will face them all.
Okay. But, I mean, it's not like it... Like, if you don't play London once, not a huge deal.
No. The people who got the best deal for this are the Valiant.
Yeah,
because they're not playing New York. And because Valiant have been sucking poop recently.
And maybe Mayhem too.
Yeah.
And the Fuel. But, the Fuel's almost a guaranteed lose against London. Like, the Fuel's not going to get it.
I was so hopeful for them when they went 2-3 to New York, but they've just been falling down the drain drama-wise again.
Mm-hmm.
And they might be trading, like, their players away, and it's like, what are you doing? Anyway.
I know. That's all garbage trash.
Garbage trash. So that's interesting. That's just a fun little... There they are.
Next story we've got the top comp picks for this season 9. So this is not professional. I just find this interesting because I wasn't really going to add it, and then I looked at the graph, the picture.
Which the
almost unanimous number 1 pick, except for in Grandmaster, is Moira.
In which she drops quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. But Moira makes me want to die.
Moira also makes me want to die.
After Moira, you've got Diva Mercy, kind of 2 and 3.
Yeah.
This isn't including Grandmaster. Grandmaster is completely different.
Yeah.
And then a lot of Rhine, surprisingly, in the middle tiers.
And then not at all in Grandmaster.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because a lot of like earlier people are like, it's Rhine, we've got to have an anchor tank. But then Grandmaster's a lot more divey, even on defense.
And Tracer's only in Diamond, Master, and Grandmaster.
She's barely in Diamond.
Yeah, which is kind of weird.
But all of these make sense.
Yeah.
Because Bronze is Diva, Mercy, Junkrat.
Mm-hmm.
Soldier, and Genji. It's like...
Yeah.
Those are all very...
Like, I'm not surprised. The only thing I'm surprised about is Moira unanimously number 1.
Yeah. Well, it's because... Here's the thing. They were like, Mercy is a healer that's very powerful and way too easy to play. So, here's how we solve it. We put in a healer that's also easy to play, but is also very good at killing people, so no one will heal, they'll just kill people.
Mm-hmm.
That's the solution.
I kind of hate Brigitte in the
you do?
3 weeks playing against her.
I haven't
because if you get anywhere close to her,
as Tracer,
you're dead. Yeah, you're dead.
Well, here's the thing, Calder.
I know you don't get close to her, but
No, listen,
sometimes
listen, listen.
sometimes you're trying to stick a hoe.
Listen. You have an ability where you can blink and where you can rewind.
No, but she smashes you, you're dead.
Yeah, but not if you blink out of the way.
Anyway.
On to the next.
I'm a level, what, 70?
I'm like a level 300. No, 400 and something now. I prestiged again.
Yeah.
But like I'm still not good. Here's a big old boy, oh boy. The stage 3 map pool.
It looks like it's gonna be a fun one, honestly.
It does look like it's gonna be a fun one. Sorry, one sec.
No, it's fine. You just didn't load it, did you?
A pretty decent amount of the maps are going to be the same. Like a solid
there's 4 maps to pick for each one.
Yeah. But we are getting, listen to this, Blizzard World. That's an exciting one for me.
Will that come with the changed capture point? You know how you were talking about the other day where they're going to move the capture point back?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that is like what like prompted the change. Like I'm sure they were like, okay, we'll eventually do this, but it's like, oh, well, it's going to be in the next stage, so we should probably change that. But the thing is, that's on the new PTR patch, and they're playing on not even the current live patch. So I don't know. We'll see.
So maybe not. Which could make for some really fun matches.
Could make for some really fun matches.
Now let me. And I saw this little Instagram post from Boston Uprising in relation to this, and they said they were excited about the map pools because they're undefeated on Volskaya and Temple of Anubis.
Well,
so that's something to watch out for.
Houston kicks bum on Junkertown, so. Also, we never even read out these, so I'm just going to real quickly say them. In order of maps played, the assault maps are Volskaya Industries and Temple of Anubis. Hybrid maps are Blizzard World and Numbani. Control maps are Ilios and Nepal, and escort maps are Junkertown and Route 66. I'm bummed that we're not seeing Kings Row, but I wouldn't be surprised if they just want to save Kings Row for the finals.
I don't know why people like Kings Row so much. Hot take, not a Kings Row fan. I'm excited for Ilios, Junkertown, Blizzard World. The 2 assault I could care less about.
I'm excited for Junkertown, Blizzard World, and I'm excited for all of them. I just like Overwatch.
I mean, I do too.
Guys, I don't know if you know this, but Calder and I enjoy Overwatch.
It's a little fun sometimes.
So much so that we were thinking about starting a podcast about it.
Oh my god.
So those are the maps. So that's a fun old boy, oh boy.
It's a fun little couple.
Now, I say we do predictions for
week 1.
Week 1. We'll just run through these because we want to get to the full stage predictions first.
Dun, 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 dun. That's my prediction theme song.
Nice.
Week 1 looks like it's going to be a interesting week.
Yeah. First match of the week. We're gassy. Shanghai versus Dallas. Come on, Shanghai.
Who do we... Yeah, hopefully Shanghai wins.
Were you about to say who do we cheer for?
No, not who do we cheer for. Like, who do we...
think is going to win?
There's no one where we're like, this team's going to win.
No.
Because it's not like they're both good. It's just because they're both garbage. But we don't know how garbage Shanghai is right now.
Yeah.
Maybe Shanghai wins the stage. I don't know. Whoopsie.
Here's the thing about me right now. I'm very much hoping that Shanghai pulls this one out of the bag.
Gets that first win. 21 games into the season.
So, prediction. We want Shanghai to win, but do we think Shanghai will win?
They look really good with Seagull on the off tank.
Yeah. Oh, this hurts me.
I know. And I'm not sure how many heroes Giri can play because I just haven't seen her
I know
play.
she plays a decent Reinhardt.
I know she plays Zarya very well. It's a tough one.
I want Shanghai to win.
If they're going to win, this is the match to win.
And the thing is, Dallas has also been looking pretty goofy. That might have just been a one-off win.
It could have been.
You know what? I'm going to say it. Shanghai win.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be 3-2 Shanghai win.
All right, that sounds good. Good way to open up the next week.
What's your prediction? What's your prediction?
I'll go 3-2 Shanghai.
Nice. Valiant versus Seoul.
Seoul.
And
even if the Valiant gets the trades that we're going to talk about later in the week, not going to make them better.
No.
That's not their problem.
San Francisco versus Gladiators.
Oh, God. I don't... See, the thing is, they're going to have all their new players. They're going to have Super playing, most likely.
But
I don't think Nomi will
Gladiators are
play.
goody boys.
Gladiators are getting Void. World-class off-tank right there.
Apparently, Fissure specifically asked for Void to be added to the team. So I'm going to say Gladiators. And I think it's going to be 3-1.
Ooh. I have a lot of hope that San Francisco can upset here. But,
I think Gladiators 3-1 them. Florida versus New York. Florida, I love you.
New York.
Florida, I love you, but New York's going to win that.
Yeah. Boston versus Philly.
Philly.
Yeah.
Especially if they keep playing that Snillo kid.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Okay. Here's the thing that them playing Snillo proved to me. They have about 3 tracer specialists on that team.
Yeah. Give one.
You can't have too many. You can't have too many.
Give one to Houston.
You can't have too many.
Give Houston Snillo.
The only wrong amount of tracer specialists to have on your team, I heard this in a podcast, and I agree with it, is 0, like your Houston boys have. So hopefully they make a move in this coming week, get some sort of tracer. But if they don't, that's a huge mistake.
I'm done with you trashing on Jake.
It's not... Okay, he said he was the worst in the league. Okay.
Yes, but he then said, I know how I can use Tracer to our advantage.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Not what you need.
Hey,
New York didn't win with a Garbo Tracer.
What?
New York didn't win with a garbage Tracer.
But Houston did win with a Garbo Tracer.
Against Seoul. Did they, though?
They won with a garbage Tracer against Seoul.
The Tracer's more important now.
No, it was literally at the end of the stage. It was literally their last match. It was the match
but
that
Tracer's
he said
more
that.
important now.
In the 2 days that it's been?
Yeah.
Speaking of Houston, they're going to face London. Oh, I hopey dopey that they win.
They could pull another upset, honestly.
Yeah. Especially
Crazier
if London is still shook 2 weeks later.
The team that won the Stage 1 playoffs.
Yeah.
We've got Gladiators Dallas up next. Gladiators. Shanghai Valiant.
Valiant's been looking really... I think it's going to be Valiant, but
yeah.
I think Shanghai has a chance.
There is definitely upset potential here because of how new the roster is.
And because of how bad...
How much Valiant's falling apart.
I love trash. They're the villains of the league now.
They've turned into the Gladiators, our Gladiators of the first stage.
Yeah.
Before Fissure.
Now I love the Gladiators.
Now I'd kiss every Gladiator.
Next is Seoul. By the way, I have Fissure on my fantasy team, which means I'm going to win. Next we have Seoul versus San Fran. Seoul's going to win.
Hopefully, San Fran can pull something out.
Yeah. Florida versus...
There's definitely potential. This new team that they've got, if they're clicking, Sinatra's clicking, maybe. Florida, Philadelphia. First game of Saturday.
Philadelphia.
We haven't been saying the days, but...
Philadelphia, but I think Florida's going to...
There's definitely upset potential here. There's potential for Florida to win.
I'll just say that for every match.
Houston, Boston. A lot of upset potential here.
Except... That's just kind of a fair match, so...
Yeah.
I think
Same with
Houston.
the next one
I
here.
think Houston beats Boston though, because Boston's been.
Hmm. Yeah.
Let's
They're
just
super.
let's just say, Boston hasn't really been uprising lately.
Hmm. New York versus London. It's going to be a good game.
They're
It's a
getting that
good
out
game
of the way
to.
fast.
Exactly.
Yeah, it'll
They're
be
getting it
close,
out of the way
but I
because they
think,
know we'll see it at the end of the playoffs.
yeah, they'll be like, "Hey, remember at the beginning?"
Mhm.
I think it's gonna be New York though.
I honestly think it's going to be London. New York's never beat London.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be New
They've
York.
never won a game against
I
London.
think this is the time.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, so that is the
Your
week.
week one.
That is week one.
I'm
Now
sorry.
let's talk about the standings overall real quick. We're just gonna
We
go
gave
through
you.
the league standings.
Are we going to say all of them again? Because we said that in the last one.
No, we're just gonna say real quick, whether we think they're gonna do better, worse, or the same.
Okay.
We're not gonna talk about map differential and all that trash. New York, same, but also better at the same time, cause good.
Yeah.
London,
Same.
same. Seoul,
So
I think better.
I'm thinking a little worse, honestly.
I think they're gonna do better, but everyone else is gonna do more better.
Good one.
Philadelphia,
Fusion.
better.
Yeah.
Philly's gonna do better.
I think they're figuring out how this team works. The coaches are figuring out how this team works
And
better and better as the days go on.
they're getting a lot of quality players that are meshing well, at least from what we see. And they're like, just their organization is just like really fun.
Mhm.
Like they seem solid. They've got
They have that team house. They got the cook. They're one of the most fun teams on our Broverwatch Snapchat to follow.
yeah.
Or not Snapchat.
They're
Instagram.
they're fun. They clearly care about their players. They are
I
what
like
Valiant should be.
And Dallas should be.
Yeah. Next is Houston. I think they'll do better. Now that they know what they're trying to do with Tracer, I think they're gonna do better. And I think now they have something to prove, so they're also gonna do better because of that.
The only thing I'm holding out for is like
Tracer.
I think I think they can do better, but they might drop in the standing.
Ooh, no. I think they're gonna be. You know how first stage it was like, oh, Valiant might make it into the playoffs, but also Boston might make it into the playoffs.
Why are you doing that to your eye? That's disgusting.
I don't know, but it was like New York, London, and Houston are gonna be in the playoffs. It's just a matter of whether Boston or Valiant make it in. And then second stage it was like, ooh, we'll see whether it's Gladiators or Philadelphia. I think
They're going to be on the edge there.
I think this stage it's going to be like, will Houston make it or will they not?
I think, yeah, let's just keep going. Boston.
Worse.
Tad bit worse.
I think. Or they'll do. I think they'll do the same as they did in stage 2.
Actually,
was worse.
Same. Yeah. They're going to keep this downward pace.
Yeah.
Valiant.
Worse. I'm going to say worse.
Much worse, I think.
I think worse. We trash on Valiant so hard, but they deserve it.
They're just like, they're so good, but
what are they doing?
What the whoopsie are they doing? Gladiators.
Better.
Better, yeah.
Especially since they're getting Void.
Shock.
Better.
Yeah, me too. I think better.
I think better. But here's the thing, and this has always been the thing with Shock. When they're doing better, everyone else is also doing better. So are they really doing better?
I think they will, though.
I think they're going to... Prediction time. I think Gladiators and San Fran are both going to pass Valiant in the standings.
I think...
Gladiators for sure. Maybe San Fran.
Gladiators for sure. I think San Fran has the potential
to maybe
pass Boston. Maybe pass Boston.
In the league standing, Boston is above Valiant.
Yeah, but by one game. They're 6 games out from Boston.
You think San Fran's going to pass Valiant and Boston?
That's true. That's a little much.
I
Valiant.
I think San
They're
Fran.
5 games out from Valiant.
I think San Fran is going to place higher than Valiant, and maybe even Boston in the stage standings. But in league standings, I think they might meet up with Valiant.
Yeah.
They might match Valiant.
I was thinking stage standings. I'm a stupid idiot, and I hate myself.
We both should have been clear. I hate myself. Next is...
Good that we agree.
Next is Dallas Fuel.
Where?
If you asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have said better. If you asked me a week ago, I probably would have also said better. But
if you ask me right now,
I'm going to say they're going to do the exact same.
Yeah, that's true.
They're going to do the exact same thing they've been doing, which is looking promising and then sucking.
Mm-hmm. And then just crushing all our dreams.
Next is Florida Mayhem.
It's a sad team.
Florida Mayhem
better. They got 3 wins from Yep.
Guys, it's getting real late. It's almost midnight.
It's almost midnight.
Can you tell?
Shanghai better.
Wait, Florida's going to pass Dallas 100%. Like easy. They only need one more game to be
easy
tied.
peasy.
And they might, if San Fran doesn't do well, I think they'll do well. But if they don't, I think Florida might meet up with them.
There's upset potential there.
Yep. Shanghai better, but there's nothing they can do.
I'm hoping 2 wins
in the stage.
I'm
hoping.
I think they can upset someone.
I'm hoping 3.
Who are they not playing? They're not playing like some good team. No, they're not playing Dynasty. Yeah, so I think they can definitely.
I think 3.
They might be able to squeak out. Who's the third? Florida, Dallas.
I don't know.
Valiant.
Maybe Valiant. Maybe San Fran if they choke. Maybe Gladiators if they choke. Honestly, actually,
never have they ever.
What I meant was Boston.
Yeah, I could see that. In a bizarro world.
Or maybe New York pulls another Dallas match and goes 3-2 and loses to Shanghai.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, wins to Shanghai, but Shanghai somehow gets 2 maps. Anyway,
that's true.
The point is, that is our predictions, and that is all for the episode, everybody.
I want death.
Same, man.
I have to get up at 6 tomorrow morning.
We're both very tired boys. I want you guys to know that.
Happy Easter, though.
Very much happy Easter.
Hope Jesus loves you. To our international listeners.
Easter is a bunny.
It's a week.
It's when Jesus died and rose again from the dead to forgive us sins. So everybody,
you should forgive those sins.
Yeah, I did. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Broverwatch podcast. Stay tuned for later in the week when we're going to be talking a bit more about signings and transfers. Sorry this episode got really a little zany at the end. But that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Shoot me.